I was actually the first one that did the press conference, if you remember, and I remember saying that it's going to be a tough tour. You know, it's going to be a tough series. Yes, we played well in the T20s and the first ODI, but Bangladesh came back well. You know, they outplayed us in every department in the last two games, and you know, our batting unfortunately wasn't good enough in this ODI series, and including myself, we've got a lot of work to do in these conditions and having game plans that are going to be successful in these conditions. We've got a big tour coming up in a few months in India, so it's going to be important for us to go back to the drawing board and prepare accordingly. You know, that we can be successful in the subcontinent. No, I don't think it would have made a difference. You know, the selectors backed those 7 batters to do the job, and you know, I'm certainly one that backs each and every batter in that lineup to put in a big performance. But unfortunately, like I said, we just weren't good enough. We never built partnerships in the last 2 games, and you know, that's been our strength. Guys have scored hundreds in ODI cricket. You know, and unfortunately, we just never produced this last 2 games. They've been pretty successful, their seamers, and I think their strength has been their variations. You know, they've been pretty successful over the last couple of series against India and Pakistan. So we always expected them to play at least 2, but obviously 3 this game. And they've been successful, you know, playing in that formula. So they've got a good combination, good lineup in terms of their bowling department, and that's been their strength over the last period of time now. You know, their bowlers have done well, and obviously their opening pair have been formidable in the last 2 games, which is exciting for them. You know, some great cricketers coming through in Bangladesh cricket. Not at all. As I said from the start of this tour, we knew it's going to be a tough tour. Bangladesh have gained a lot of confidence out of their victories against Pakistan and India. You know, but the tour's not over yet. We still got 2 test matches, and that's going to be a big series for us. So hopefully we can end off the series on a high, or the tour on a high, sorry. No, I don't think it's a massive problem. I think, yes, there's a lot of learning to take out of it. You know, like I said, we pride ourselves on our batters getting big runs and partnerships, and unfortunately we haven't stuck to our game plans that have kept us successful over the last while. And you know, you got to give credit to Bangladesh as well. I mean, they've played exceptionally well. Not only have their spinners done well, their seamers have done well as well. Especially in these conditions, they've used it to their strength. As I said, their change-ups have been really good. So, you know, well done to them. Yeah, I guess in hindsight, you're always going to look at different options. But at the end of the day, we weren't good enough. You know, we pride ourselves as a squad that whichever 11 is picked, you know, they've got to do the business for the team. You know, we've played 7 batters for a long period of time and have been successful up until the World Cup. But unfortunately, coming here, we haven't produced any sort of massive performances with the bat. And that's something that we have to re-look at and make sure that we get it right come a few months from now in India. I think any series loss is a big one. I guess the expectation was for us to obviously win the test or the ODI series, but again, you know, on any given day, you know, it's about the performances that you put in as a team, and of the last 2 games, Bangladesh have outplayed us in every department, and they deserve all the credit. And we need to really look at ourselves and make sure that we're up for the next ODI series. I have no doubt we'll bounce back. We've got an ODI series in South Africa next month against New Zealand, and as I said, another big one against India in October. But I do believe that we will bounce back. You know, we pride ourselves in our performances, and you know, we've got a great squad of players that are hungry to do well for South Africa. So, as I said, I have no doubt that come next month we'll bounce back.